we're back. Sorry about that. But hopefully YouTube now can watch again. Yeah. I don't know if there's a better way to go about that than to just shut things down and pull it back up. Whoa! I just came in. What a hand. Pass, pass. 3 clubs by South. Pass, pass. I mean, so West wants partner to reopen double. Pass, pass. Reopening double. All pass. Are we not back yet? We should be back. We should be back. But what a banger we have here. So West has, 5 tricks in his own hand. 3 clubs and 2 aces. And how many are they going to get in total? It looks like 2 hearts, 2 spades, a diamond, and 3 clubs. It's going to be 8 tricks. Down 3. Wait. That's down 4. Yeah, down 4. Great. I got to the math correctly eventually. Now, is there anything... So the diamond opening lead looks like it doesn't necessarily give anything away to declare. But I guess setting up that diamond, queen, and dummy means declare won't have to guess the 10 of spades. I suspect he probably won't have to guess the 10 of spades anyway. Because I kind of expect East-West to just, cash a bunch of aces and kings. But yeah, with the queen of diamonds as a threatening card and dummy. Declare can eventually just exit in hearts and clubs, and the opponents are gonna have to play spades for him. So how well do East do in 3 no or East-West do in 3 no trump? They have 2 club tricks, 2 hearts, 2 spades, and a diamond. That's 7. Spades split, so they can get an 8th. The diamonds technically come home for 3 tricks with Honor 10 Doubleton and South Sand. I guess 3-0 is going to make East-West. But plus 800 feels like a better result anyway. All right, club over to the 10. I don't understand why South played the 8 of clubs, but here we are. Maybe that was just a misclick by the VuGraph operator. Yeah, and so now West is just going to realize that he kind of needs to start cashing aces. I suppose you start with the heart ace. And I think for East-West, they're just going to give a bunch of count signals. So ace of hearts is going to get an odd number of count signal, or odd number of hearts count signal from Thomas. Then ace of spades is going to get an even count signal in spades from East. Probably ace of hearts, ace of spades, heart Seems like a pretty reasonable line of defense. Matt says, thinks the point about playing in majors versus minors for 2 imps is pretty important in this event because of the VP scale. Yeah, I think it all comes down in general to, wow, 9 of diamonds. That seems like a crazy play to me. What if South actually started with king third of diamonds and a 7-card club suit? Then South would have been able to go king of diamonds, diamond to the queen, diamond pitch a major suit loser, while West roughs in with a natural. I don't know about that play, Cedric. Well, getting back to the point, I think it does generally just come down to imp expectancy. So some percentage of the time you win 2 imps. Probably some large percentage of the time you win 2 imps by playing in a major slam versus a minor suit slam. But a very small percentage of the time you end up going down and the other table makes, which is, what is that, like 15 or 17 imps or whatever, depending on vulnerability. So you want the imp expectancy to be positive in your favor, which I guess means for like, let's call it 14 imps is the difference, just so that the math is easier. Then you would want the slam that you are bidding to make something like 87.5% of the time or better. And that's just not going to be the case with ace, king, queen, 10, 6, opposite of doubleton. Or there's probably a little bit more complicated math that you can do on it, but that's the general idea. Well, I don't know what Cedric is thinking about. So 3 no trump made, 3 in the other room. I wonder if Declare picked off the diamond suit or if they did something else. Club opening lead to the 9 and 10. Jack of diamonds to the king. And South just went ace of clubs. Ace of clubs seems like a pretty strange play. I mean, it looks like Declare was probably on their way to making the contract. But they had a lot of work to do. I mean, if South, for example, had switched to hearts, Declare could theoretically go down. Ace of hearts from Lorenzini. Now another long think. Ace of spades. 10 of spades. I don't think there's any chance he played the 10 of spades. I think the 10 of spades is insane in that spot. Like, imagine if Thomas actually had the spade queen, he would have given Declare a free guess. Well, 5 imps go the way of France. They do a little bit better than in the other room. I mean, South gave them the opportunity here by preempting 3 clubs. Not an insane bid, but one of the big reasons why people prefer to have distribution for their preempts instead of just, high cards or a good suit is that South having no distribution meant East-West could just cash all of their outside aces and kings. So East has a 15 count. I wonder if he's going to open a no trump or a spade. He opens a spade. West bids a semi-forcing no trump. Huh. Two clubs by East, probably Gazilli. So 2 spades by West showing less than, 7 or 8 high card points. And I think a doubleton spade. I'll pass. So I guess a South will hit a diamond. You can't lead clubs. I mean, I guess you could lead clubs as South. The 2 club bid could be artificial. You think France frequently opens a major with 5-card majors, even in the no-trump range? It seems like that's what they're doing here. I know the original Gazilli used to have a way to, show your strong no-trump after the 2-club bid. I don't know if that's still in the current Gazilli. Most people would just open East hand to no-trump, I would say. Although there's a ton of players who will just swear by, never opening a no-trump with 5-2 in the majors. Diamond, low. Okay, yeah, I was going to say the 10 of diamonds looks like a weird play. So Thomas wins the ace. I mean, you probably start ace of spades, spade. Opening a no with a 5-card major inside 4-card suit is definitely an American thing. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think it's probably more of a young player thing. A lot of the older players won't do it. I don't remember if when I was playing with Ron, we had something come up like that where he really liked opening a major with a 5-card major instead of a no trump. But I think a lot of the younger players have come around to this idea of just open a no trump with all of your balanced or semi-balanced hands. Because playing in no trump when you have a 5-3 major suit fid is often not that bad when your hand is balanced and your partner's hand is balanced. And it kind of frees up a lot of other auctions. Wow. Look at South go. So if South had just played back a heart, Declare would have been able to pull trumps, playing another round of spades. Not without risk, but it would have worked out here because spades split. And then Declare would have been able to take the diamond hook and run the diamond suit, pitching basically all their club losers. Still lose the ace of clubs, but They would have made it. As it is here, Declare is up to 4 tricks. He can get a 5th in clubs, and he'll take 2 more spades when the spades break. But that's going to be it. North-South are still going to score a spade and 2 clubs from this spot. The German partnership listed 6-card majors and 7-card minors in their 1-no-trump opening options. That's so crazy to me. Okay, hold on though, because I do want to update the tracker. Let's open my super special Microsoft Paint. Boom. Okay, I know the bar didn't move. It's just a visual effect. You'll notice it soon, I'm sure, but the number has increased. And I am tracking this on a side piece of paper so that I can be a little bit more rigorous about it. Convention cards, yeah, so I assume that link works. Exclamation point CCs also should get you a link to the system summaries. Well. Good defense from South. So I guess that means the opening diamond lead was probably necessary to beat the contract. I think North-South kind of had to do exactly what they did. Otherwise, Declare was going to be able to pull trumps and run the diamond suit. Like on a club opening lead, that would allow Declare to eventually get over to the Diamond King and take a club finesse against North's Queen. Or if South gets a club ruff, then you haven't been able to attack the diamond suit. Huh. All right, board 27. So Denmark's up by 20 in the match currently. We got 6 boards to play. South opens heart. Takeout double by West. I think a pretty popular thing in France at the very least, just with any opening hand, you kind of make a takeout double. Not that popular in the US. But 1 spade from Bassis, 2 hearts from South. South has a prime 17, but partner wasn't able to act. So 2 hearts tends to show sufficient extra values. Usually, I would say. Diamond lead. It's 2 diamonds, a club, a spade, and a heart to lose. But it looks like Declare is gonna comfortably make this. And I suppose if the defense isn't careful, well, there was going to be an opportunity to like collect a couple of spade tricks and pitch a club loser. I mean, it kind of looks like maybe Declare should have just rejected the spade finesse, ace of spades, spade. The fact that West didn't lead spades and instead went after Queen Jack of diamonds for an opening lead makes me believe that the King of Spades is more likely to be offside. But anyway, Declare was safe in his contract. 2 hearts made 2. It's been pointed out by the table, or the text commentary at the table, that the Denmark women's pairs actually have been experiencing quite a bit of home field advantage. They are currently leading the event. And now it has been repeated, but with louder typing. So I think Pelu is Peter Lund, who is from Denmark. So he is understandably very excited about the women's pairs doing well. Lorenzini opens a club. Diamond overcall. 2 clubs by Basis. I have no idea what that means. I mean, it looks like it's both majors, I guess. So this is like a negative double? Huh. You give up playing a no trump to make this bid. But otherwise, it's fairly preemptive. It's an interesting idea. King of diamonds lead against 2 hearts. East-West find their heart fit and get up to the 2 level. There are 2 hearts, a diamond, and I guess 2 clubs to lose. But Declare should be able to make their contract. Today you learned PayPal has a fee for international transactions. Yeah, okay. I also learned that today. When I woke up, I saw one of the messages was that there is a fee on PayPal for what the sender guessed was international transactions. So I do apologize for that. I guess that is my fault. Is there a better way to set up some sort of donation thing? I would like to know, because, you know, I don't want to be charging you for donating for the coverage. That's not really part of the plan. But I don't off the top of my head know a better way. I mean, I haven't set up anything else. Like, I know that some content creators have like a Patreon. I don't know if that makes things easier to donate. Or if there are alternative websites or alternative sort of like stream things that can be set up for this. I tried to set up the donations in the past, and this was like the best system that I came up with, and it seemed like no one was using it anyway, so I haven't really looked into it until now. You think most places take some sort of fees? Gotcha. All right, 2 hearts making 2 for 110. So board 27, the French pair got a little bit too high in the other room. They got to 3 hearts. 2 diamonds. I was going to say 2 diamonds looks like 18 to 19 balanced. Maybe it is. Maybe it's like a multi thing where it's either a weak 2 and a major or like 18 to 19 or possibly something else. Anyway, they got a little bit too high getting to 3 hearts. It cost them 4 imps. So we got 4 boards to play. And then we do have a rather long break. So currently the next set is scheduled to start in about an hour and a half. Slam alert? Oh boy. Slam alert, I believe you. Grand slam alert, in fact, with that King of Spades on side. Looks like 6 clubs is the place to be, if they can manage it. So spade, 2 club, game force. 3 diamonds looks like it is a unspecified splinter in support of clubs. West can ask. I mean, West probably thinks the splinter is in diamonds, but West has a good hand opposite either red suit splinter. Honestly, West might even prefer the splinter to be in diamonds as opposed to hearts, because East holding 5, 1, 3, 4 shape wouldn't be so ideal with ace queen, 4th of diamonds. You could have 2 diamond losers. Whereas 5, 3, 1, 4 is okay. You can rough your 3rd heart. You could play in spades if you want the extra 2 imps. That's true. That's very true. So 3 hearts asking, 3 no trump probably shows hearts is the shortness. 4 clubs probably confirms clubs as trump. 4 diamonds might be key card. Is that possible? Then 4 no would show 2 without the trump queen. No, that's not possible. So I guess 4 diamonds was just a cubid, and 4 no trump was key card and clubs. 5 spades is 2 with the queen. Ooh. Ugh. Oh, that's really awkward for West. West doesn't know about the spade king. I guess he can bid 5 now, right? Never mind. Yeah, okay. Everything's fine. So East will bid 6. Oh, crap. This is interesting, the way that this ended up. Oh, I see. East already showed the diamond king. Good call. So East didn't feel obligated to bid higher, and therefore 5 no trump basically was just asking about the spade king. Okay, cool idea from Lorenzini. So heart opening lead. This is going to cause no trouble for Declare. Pulls around to trumps and then just asks about the king of spades. $13 tricks, $13.90. We got 3 boards to play. We'll see if that one's duplicated in the other room or if Denmark do decide to play that one in spades. 6 spades looks like pretty close to a laydown contract. The danger, of course, would be if the opponents could get a club ruff, which could happen either if someone has a club void, or if maybe like South had king doubleton of spades and 3 small clubs and led a club at trick 1, got in with the king of spades, and then continued clubs. But the trump suit itself really only has one loser. PJF says North-South are making 4 hearts and East-West are making 4 spades? Question mark. There was a question mark in there. Looks like East-West are making 4 spades. So the no trump opener from East, 17 count. Fetches a transfer from West. I mean, I guess 4 spades doesn't make if, depending who's declaring, if North-South get off to a club lead. But if North is on lead and just leads like the ace-king of hearts, then that kills the entry to get a club ruff. So 4 spades will come home. And how does 4 hearts do? They're... I guess 4 hearts from the north makes? Because there's no way to get West in to put a diamond through, so Declare can just set up the clubs safely. Well, North doubles 3 hearts, so I don't think we're getting that club lead anymore. I think it's unusual for South to be thinking here. Partner wasn't able to double 2 hearts, so partner can't have that good of a hand. Wow! Oh my god. 4 spades by West. Hello. I mean, I'm sure the ace of hearts is hitting the table before I'm done with this sentence. Okay, there it is. A couple seconds after. So now, unfortunately, there's no way to beat the contract if Declare plays the hand double dummy. Like on the king of clubs switch, Declare will have to duck, but that play should be relatively straightforward. And I mean, assuming North just continues hearts, there's nothing the defense can do. Declare will pull trumps, ruff the queen of hearts, and take a diamond finesse, not even needing the favorable club lie. So I think a club opening lead would have been able to defeat the contract. Right? Yeah. North just needed to preserve an entry to give partner club ruff. Diamond to the ace, just being as careful as possible in case there was a singleton queen. But now Declare gets to ruff the heart back to hand and take the diamond hook. So 4 spades making. Other table's still on board 29, so now we're ahead of them, despite us being the slowest table in the world. Two boards to play. The South gets to pass in first seat. Lorenzini, I guess we're going to find out. Is he going to open a no trump with this hand? Because this is 5-3-3-2. Once again, 5-card major, doubleton, and the other major. So we're going to get a lot of info on what the French, at least this French partnership, likes in terms of their one no or one of major opening bids. So Lorenzini does open a no trump with this one, whereas Thomas did not open a no trump on whatever the previous hand was. If I could ever find it. This one, board 26, 5-4-2-2. Two no by East, Puppet Stamen, 3 hearts showing 5 hearts. And Basis is just going to bid the heart game. He has roughing value, ace doubleton of clubs. PJF says 3 no trump, East-West is better than 4 hearts. I mean, obviously in 4 hearts, one of the main concerns is that trumps are 4-1 and you have 2 heart losers. Whereas in no trump, you have 3 spades, 2 hearts, a club, and I mean probably 2 diamonds, but that's still only 8 tricks. I think I like 4 hearts better, but I believe you're right that it's probably pretty close. If the hearts are 3-2, I think both contracts easily make. And if the hearts are 4-1, I think both contracts are actually going to struggle quite a bit. Heart lead. So 9 of hearts goes around to the queen and king. I don't know why South didn't play the jack. Trick 1. Declare goes after the club ruff. So North gets to win the king, probably play a second heart. But now Declare's kind of firmly in control, can unblock the ace king of spades, ruff a club, pitch a diamond loser, and eventually just lose 2 tricks in the red suits. So 10 tricks. I have heard some disastrous news for France, by the way, and we just see the imps coming through. Board 29, Denmark bid all the way up to 7 clubs, which requires the spade finesse. So they technically did the wrong thing from an imp perspective, because they win 13 here, but if the spade finesse was offside, they would have lost 17. So the 50-50 proposition is negative expectation. Not by much, but these do result in some fairly large swings, right? So 30 imps were riding on the decision of who had the king of spades on that board. But that means Denmark is slaughtering France, one of the pre-tournament favorites. $47-9. I mean, I don't think this is 20-0 in terms of VPs, but France is not going to be picking up very many at all at this rate. 2 passes. A little surprising, North didn't open. 10 count, 5-5 in the red suits. East opens a club. Spade overcall from South. And now I think North probably has to start bidding his red suits. You start with 2 hearts. Or 2 diamonds if that is like a transfer systemically. Wow, South just bids 4 hearts. That feels like a very optimistic view of the South hand. Partner's a passed hand. But I suppose if partner's going to be passing hands like this in the North, then 4 hearts makes a lot of sense. They might almost make 6 hearts. Queen of hearts is in the pocket. King of diamonds is in the pocket. I mean, Queen of hearts is doubleton in the pocket. I think 6 hearts does make double dummy. Not on a trump lead, I don't believe. But on this club lead, I think Declare can win the club ace, unblock the diamond, club to the king, low diamond ruff. Club ruff, I guess. Queen of diamonds, covered and ruffed, and then 10 of hearts to the jack. Eventually getting back to the North hand by roughing a spade and play the king of hearts. I don't think that's going to be the line of play taken. Maybe it is, actually. Yeah, maybe this is going to be the line of play taken. It looks right to me to lead a low diamond roughing, not to lead the queen of diamonds here. But I think it's fairly marginal. Like queen of diamonds roughing, I think... well, maybe Declare is just going to make it this route. He's going to rough a spade with the 3 of hearts, cash the jack of diamonds, rough the 8 of diamonds as West has to follow. So rather than setting up the long diamond suit, which I guess was one plan to make 12 tricks, now Declare is just effectively cross-roughing the hand. Yeah, so now he'll lead the 10 of hearts and run it. And there's nothing the defense can do. 12 tricks. See, North should have just opened a heart. That would have made things a lot easier. Oh, that's the last board of this table. Let's head over to the other room. Still have a few. Whoa! Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna see the other board now, and we get a heart lead. So, I think Declare makes this. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure double dummy West had to lead that Jack of Diamonds, which not that it would have made a ton of difference. I mean, given that the French pair already bid and made game on the East-West cards in the other room. Even if Four Hearts went down one, it would not have saved a whole bunch of imps, but they are going to pick up pretty big here when Four Hearts makes. Declare can just win the heart, lead the king of clubs, and set up the club suit. Okay. Heart to the queen. I assume this is still fine, but East can duck this trick. I mean, there's no way South messed up this badly, right? Like East, they're... Wait a second. No, it's still fine, right? Even if East ducks this trick, Declare just exits a low club. East wins, plays back a heart. Or spade. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But then Declare can ruff the clubs good and go ace of spade, spade ruff. Cash two clubs, pitching a spade and a diamond, or two diamonds or whatever. Yeah. Okay. We're safe. I don't really understand pulling the second trump. That feels like... I don't know, it just seemed unnecessary, but I guess it works out. There's the club ruff. So that suit comes home. Declare will lose two tricks in the end. You gotta pull that third trump. But 13 big imps to France. Two boards to play. Can they make the comeback? They're back by 25. I mean, that's a really important 13 imps that they picked up. If they can make this match respectable, I mean, they'll probably maintain some sort of position towards the top of the standings. You mean if the King of Spades was offside on board 29, then France would be ahead? It's true. It was a full 30 imps or so that was swung on that one. But if we just nullify the 13 imp swing because we let East-West play in 6 clubs, it would still be advantage Denmark by a little bit. When no trump, 3 clubs, puppet Stayman. A little bit less popular than the 2 no trump puppet Stayman. Actually, maybe it's more popular than the 2 no trump puppet Stayman, but I think it's probably a weaker form of the convention. 3 hearts, 4 hearts. Both pairs led a trump from the north hand against this Puppet Stayman auction. Rather instructive. When East comes down with 3-card heart support, it's often going to be the case that the reason East didn't just bid 3 no trump is because they have a roughing value elsewhere. So the trump lead, trying to cut down roughs, like specifically this club ruff, has a lot of merit. I think we're going to see a very similar line of play. Low heart at trick 1, South puts in the jack here, West wins the king. Club to the ace, club back to the queen. North can play another heart, but declare can fly the ace, unblock the spades, ruff the club, and then that'll be 10 tricks. So this will be a push board. We didn't see too many of those in this set. Only 4 so far in the 14 boards that have been scored. So there's 2 rounds of clubs. Another heart to the ace. And 2 rounds of spades, and as long as that club ruff survives, declare will face their hand and claim. So we're on to the last board. Will North also pass the hand that's 5-5 in the red suits? No aces, and only 10 high card points, but it does fit the rule of 20. And it's a pretty good 10 count, all things considered. You know, no aces is a bit of a bummer, but there's no wasted honors. The king doubleton of clubs is a working holding. Not the greatest spot cards, though, in either hearts or diamonds on this upcoming hand. Looks like we're going to have about an hour again between rounds. Trying to decide, should I stay on like we did yesterday, or should I take a little bit of a break? Again, I don't think I can get something to eat, although I was a little bit better about this today. I did have some food a little bit before stream. Nope, North also passes in second seat, favorable with the 10 count. So same 1 club opener by East. Fortunately, I would say for East-West, no one's opening a spade on the East hand. That could have gotten ugly. 2 hearts by North, so they aren't playing these transfer advances. I guess we'll see once again if South just bids the game. South does. Both these South pairs are accustomed to their partner passing some pretty strong hands. Well, Dennis selected his suit very well in terms of opening lead, but he did not select the card very well. I mean, against 4 hearts, there's just nothing they can do on defense. 4 hearts is just going to come home. But had he led ace of hearts heart, they would have prevented the second over trick. So it looks like this is going to be another push board. Diamond to the ace, club to the king, queen of diamonds, And now the cross-ref makes a lot more sense because the Queen of Hearts is already out. So Declare really can just cash a bunch of winners and then cross-ref with all the high trumps. Wow. Queen of Diamonds ruffed. Ace of Clubs. Ace of Spades. Spade ruff. Low diamond to the king, ruffed. But, very importantly, actually, Dennis is going to get another trick here. Because Declare not scoring that diamond trick earlier, has a little bit mismanaged his entries, or mismanaged his setting up suits plan. So East is going to win the Ace of Hearts and force dummy with the Jack of Spades, eventually scoring that Five of Hearts. So they do pick up another imp, which means Denmark wins by 26, 48 to 22. Let's take a quick look at the standings. I'm going to pull it up on Lovebridge again because I just think like this is a little bit better of a presentation, or a little bit of a better presentation. Wow. Sweden must have had some match. They did. They won 20-0 over Croatia. So here we go. These were the match scores in this set. We had Denmark against France, so Denmark picking up almost 16. Maybe exactly 16, because they're... Okay, there it is. It's just updated. Looks like we have a couple of updates coming through, in fact. Israel against Scotland, same margin. So Israel picks up a much-needed victory. Looks like they're moving back up into the standings. But Sweden over Croatia, 20-0, 69-3. Win by 66. England defeats Romania. They were on the Lovebridge actual broadcast. Poland defeats Hungary. What are some other big matches that we have? Portugal and Spain. The battle of the neighbors. Italy, big win over Austria. That's good news for Italy. Netherlands and Lithuania was a close match. A little bit surprising. Faroe Islands over Estonia. I think both of those teams have been struggling. So that is obviously good for Faroe Islands. Germany had a small win over Latvia, although the VP scale makes it feel a bit more bloated. Belgium defeated Ireland by a little bit. Switzerland and Iceland played to a draw. Okay. So overall, this means these are our current standings. Sweden in the lead, 94. Denmark right on their heels, 94. Netherlands has dropped all the way to third. They're 10 back now over Denmark. Belgium is sitting in fourth. Italy in fifth. England in sixth. Poland in seventh. Germany in eighth. That rounds out the top 8. There's a little bit of separation between some of these teams now. Norway back in 9th, but they're still fighting. France has fallen all the way down to 10th after this loss to Denmark. Switzerland sitting in 11th. Turkey, Israel is making their move up the standings. Man, so we're through 6 matches, and there's only 12 teams above average. Mainly because like some of these teams towards the top of the standings are averaging more than 15 imps, or 15 VPs per match so far. So things are a bit skewed, but Israel sitting pretty close to average, but they have a minus 19 in imp differential, which is good news for them. It means like they're winning the close matches, and the ones they're losing, they're getting blown out, where the VPs are a bit less valuable. Whoop. Refresh. Spain down here in 14th. Ireland, Lithuania, Latvia, Portugal in 18th. So despite, I think Portugal was the one, maybe Spain defeated Portugal recently, but they just played. So anyway, Portugal's down here in 18th. Croatia, they just got killed by Sweden. They're in 19th. Finland, Estonia, Greece, Bulgaria. Faroe Islands has moved up into 24th place. Wow. After that big win over Estonia. Austria, Iceland, Wales, Romania, Scotland, and Hungary, sadly, now all the way down towards the bottom of the standings. They are not last in terms of imp differential. They did, in fact, have that big first-round win over Israel, which is nice for them, but it looks like that might have been a bit of a fluke. So that's where things currently stand. All right. Yeah, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a break. So I do want to quickly take a shower. I wasn't able to do so this morning before starting up stream, so I'm going to do that. And then I will be back in about an hour's time, maybe like 50 minutes. We'll try and fire up the stream whenever I'm get back down here to my little closet area. And maybe we'll check out a few of the boards from the match that was on Lovebridge. But I will shut stream down now, so thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thanks for all the donations, as usual. Looks like we're going to be seeing quite a bit of coverage of this event at the very least. We're caught up through a few more days. I will update the graphic over here. And I will see you all in just a little bit.